Hello, Lotus beings. Hello, hello, hello. This is our final transmission. And yes, welcome to the yellow magnetic sun. I'm sitting here, I've got some sun energy to bring you all. Yay! You've got some snow energy, some of you, yay! Okay, so I know Natasha, Jyoti and I really wanted to do this transmission together, but it just was kind of difficult with our locations and the weather and everything. So we're all going to give you a little bit of a transmission today. And I just want to just express my gratitude to all of you for coming into this really powerful constellation with us. And yeah, it's been amazing. And we've learned so much, and I'm so grateful to Jyoti and Natasha. It's been beautiful co-creating with you, dear sisters, and I look forward to many, many more. And so I guess we're just kind of tying things up. The sun energy is beautiful. We're also coming into an astrological new year. We're coming into Aries, which is firing everything up. So you've got that real sun fire energy. And I'm going to weave a little bit about the astrology at the time, because I'm sure some of you are feeling it anyway. So look, I know a lot of you have been in process, and then suddenly we're getting walloped by these solar storms as well. And it's brilliant. And like yesterday I could hardly walk. I had to cancel meetings. I was having panic attacks. People would ask me the slightest thing, I'd have a meltdown. And I was just observing it, knowing that there was a great healing going on. And so I just gave myself a quiet day, making some music playlists, being very gentle. And we were coming, we're in Pisces. We've just come out of the Pisces new moon. Pisces is quite fluid and mutable, and yeah, it's quite wishy-washy in a way because it's watery and fishy. And that's been great because we've been supposed to be gentle with our healing. And Chiron is like the wounded healer. And Chiron has been an aspect with Pisces for the last 7 years. And right on the equinox time, just before we go into Mercury retrograde, it's no longer Pisces, it's going to go, Chiron's going to go into Aries. And many people are suggesting that maybe our healing processes are going to become more masculine, and we may get more fired up about the injustices on the planet. And that's quite good, because with the way that Saturn is with Capricorn at the moment, it's time for new systems. So it's really good, just as we're in this cusp of Pisces into Aries, to just be gentle. Let things wash over you, let things dissolve with the wateriness of them. And then don't worry if you really don't have a clue who you are and what's going on. I mean, I couldn't make any decisions. I'm still not there. And I'm just honouring that. And last night I just said, I was just like, I'm just surrendering to this. I just made lots of nice music. And then I was like, okay, I'm really embracing this sun energy, that these codes that are coming through. And I've woken up like upgraded again. And I did some stuff, the homework that we were talking about in the Earth transmission. I ended up channeling some cool stuff last night linked to that, which is really good. So yeah, please do your homework with that one. We need it. But now, you see, with the Chiron Aries aspect, it's more likely that things can power up. So a lot of people may get a little bit angry like that. In one of the posts we were talking about divine rage. We may feel that more because Aries is more like that. So don't worry if you feel that. It's okay. And sometimes we need a bit of fire to pump us into activity. So where we've not been knowing what's going on, that's us getting our ducks in a wonky row because we were in treacle. And now we're ready to fire things up with Aries. So really know that it's perfect if you're a little bit wobbly for now. And also, with these solar storms, they say that the biggie, I think, is yet to come. So they say that we're going to be in the solar storms until about the 26th. And then things will start to make sense again. It's still not a good time for new projects necessarily, because we're going to be in Mercury retrograde. Mercury's ruler of communication. And so it's never beneficial to start new projects under Mercury retrograde. It's good to... It often helps us to find out what's not really going to serve us and what's not going to move forward. So don't do anything too epic as the new year comes in. We're actually, this new year, we're actually being asked to just get some fire, ignite our purpose, and don't make any rash decisions. So it's a really good one, because it's like Mercury retrograde is going to help us size up what's really for us and what's not for us. And then 3 weeks later, we'll be able to really crank up and really inaugurate spring, when there might actually be some sun in places like Europe. So that's just a little bit of a heads up in the astrology, because I think it's really important for you all to know. Don't worry if you're like, oh, but the course is finished, I feel better now. It's like, the timing of this and how we've been walloped by these amazing storms at the moment. And you'll see under Natasha's post for the storm, I can't remember, cosmic storm, Gap Day, there's about the ascension symptoms that we can get. So if you feel awful, it's brilliant, because you're actually just, the storm is coming through and just giving light codes and just letting stuff go. So just wobble all over the place, let it go. Nothing is too great to take over the process. You need to do this process, because what you're going to get is loads and loads of goodies, and you've all been emptying yourself, so you're primed to really receive now, to really get these upgrades. And it's going to be a process. It's going to come as we hit the new year, come out of equinox, and as we sort of align everything. So your purpose is going to come. So I'm going to say that, and just, we are here, but we're here also as professionals, so if you need a session with any of us, please get in touch. We'll post our websites underneath this post, so that you can see what we all offer. Also, please be mindful that I know that all of us are traveling, and all of us are going into our own immersion, because we've been holding space for 40 days. So we also need to do something that's for us and not just for the constellation. So I know that Jyoti and I are deactivating Facebook, and I know that Natasha's traveling, so she won't be on Facebook much. So please just really honour the upgrade process that we're going in, to find out your purpose without asking other people, okay? And if it's really urgent, you can email us, okay? Yeah, so it's been amazing. What I'm going to do on the night of this yellow magnetic sun, which is really attracting our purpose, and also the sun is very much about being transcendental and being in a community and being a co-creator. So it's also, please start to reach out to people on the course. We're all here as a tribe together, and see how we can grow things together. So I will be closing the space, because I called in a lot of things when we opened it. I will be closing that down, honouring everything that came in. And I'm going to be putting some notes on the plant diet page as well, about closing down your plant diet. Okay, so linked to that, we've got a couple of little things. I know that each of us is going to share a little bit about some things that are coming up. For any of you who really feel you want to step up and it's time, I'm starting a year-long, deep mentory and mastery planetary project, an avatar course, where you basically get my undivided attention. Like, I'm taking a group of 12 people through a very deep journey to super level empowerment, which will mean delivering workshops at international gatherings, stepping up. I'll be facilitating people's fundraising, just anything that somebody wants to grow in, and also giving very high level teachings about understanding the multidimensional cosmos and consciousness, and upgrading and energy work, and how everything ties together. And I brought in a lot of key masters from around the planet, including Indigenous leaders. So we'll be showing people how to work with people from other tribes, and giving people some opportunities to work on the ground with tribal groups. So I don't think there's another course of it like it on the planet. And it's like Spirit University for a year, and it's the same as, it's probably about the same as 2 university modules, and it's about half the price with residentials included, okay guys? So, and this is the real University of Life. So I've got a couple of spaces left. I may have an intake again in solstice, because there may be, I'm committed to 12 people over the year, and at the moment I've got like 8 or 9 people on the course. So if it's calling you, get in touch. I can send you more information. You need to have quite a bit of experience as a practitioner, or in some way, or working in social organisations. It's not for newcomers. But Jyoti will tell you more about getting more grounded with things. We also feel, and we really wanted to deliver something to you face to face, because there's a lot that we can get, keep deepening, and we can help with a lot of ancestral work, a lot of multidimensional work, karmic patterns and residues that come through. And Natasha, myself, Deborah Del Glynn, and some of you on the course who are on the Avatar course are going to be running a retreat on the weekend of the 16th and the 17th of June up in the Lake District. And there's going to be an immersion of natural law, creativity, because in the Galactic Maya, creativity and expression are hugely central. So we'll be explaining more as time is art, is expression. So it'll be movement, breath work. There'll be some working with some modalities, which we work with from the plant realms. We'll be working with visionary art, nutrition workshops, so we'll actually be doing some cooking classes, so you can actually all start to work to upgrade your diet. So please get in touch, because that will have limited spaces, probably to about 15 guests. So you've got plenty of time to save up for that. It's going to be the same price as normal retreats, so it's going to be somewhere in the region of £350. We'll see if we can slice a bit off that. We may have 1 or 2 bursaries available, but we have a lot of costs and practitioners to cover, and venue hire. And we're fusing more teachings than most retreats do. We really do. We pack them full. And anybody who's been to one of our retreats before will tell you more. And so we'd like to do a consultation with everybody who's going to take part, and just check that everybody's ready for such things. I'll also be offering Kambo frog medicine if anybody needs a reset and a rewiring. Kambo is just amazing for us getting precision focus. So I'm going to be back in early May. I'm also doing some initiations in Sekhem, which is an ancient Egyptian priestess lineage, and it's also fused with Reiki and Seshem. Seshem is more of a Kuan Yin, who's the Bodhisattva of compassion. It's more of a lineage of that, and Reiki, you will have heard of. And it's only really open to people who've done at least Reiki 1 or some sort of other energy training modality. And this is a real power up as a healer. It's the healer's healing. So Jyoti and Natasha and a few other people in Manchester and thereabouts have done it and are now advanced level practitioners, and they can tell you a little bit more about it and how they find it. But it's very powerful. You learn how to do distance healing and a lot of other things. It really stabilizes your field, and it's very good for anybody considering doing any sort of healing work as a foundation. And it's not a little, it's not for, oh, I just want a little qualification because it sounds good. This is a real healing lineage, and I'm very strict with who does it. So, was there anything else? Oh yes, I'm speaking in Mexico. So finally, I may have mentioned, we're brewing something. I'm about to go into several days of meetings with some Mexican and Bolivian healers. We're looking to maybe do a retreat out here. I really love, guys, if you can express interest, if you want a life-changing event in Mexico. What we would do, it'll probably be in December to hit with solstice, and we'd be working with natural law, natural time, plant medicines, Temazcal, Aztec and Mayan cosmologies, teaching people how to pray, a lot of earth keeping around the Mayan lands where I've been working since 2011. So I'm here and something's brewing, and I'm in service to making something happen. And what I love about Mexico is everything is happening here at the moment. We have a fusion of the ancient and the new worlds, the galactic and the ancient lineages. We have, they have all the medicines and ways of praying. They're all here. They have temples, they have jungle, they have mountains, they've got the Caribbean. The food is better than places like Peru. And so if people really wanted to learn about shamanism and natural law and natural time in a very authentic way, which is very safe, because a lot of people traipse off to Peru and come back quite sick and very fragile and very broke, and not actually having much to transfer into their own lives, then please get in touch, because I've got quite a lot of global healers ready to co-create something. We're just planning now. So, but it depends. I have to see some sort of interest from people on the ground to make it happen. Otherwise, I'll just keep coming and hanging out here and immersing myself in the knowledge, and I don't have to put in the extra work to put on a retreat. It's like I'm happy enough to be able to be here, and but I'm happy to open it up to you all. And Some of you may know I organised gatherings in 2012 in Palenque and brought tribes together, and we had people from like over 23 countries coming. Jess Sawyer was there. It was an opening of the Gate of Time. And so I've got good knowledge of this land and how things work. And I was praying recently, and there are all these big ideas that could happen here, but it wasn't quite flowing. And then I was praying, it was like, it's the lotus, you have to do the lotus, the lotus is needed in Mexico. So I'm praying and I'm waiting for answers, but some of the answers come from you. So as a tribe, everybody, and on this day of the yellow magnetic sun, I'm actually praying that what comes and magnetizes to me via you, the tribe, is more meaning as to what I need to be in service to. So please get in touch if this is calling you, because you've got time to save up for it, and it will change your life, and we can do payment plan. And it's way more cost effective than these things where people go off to Peru and they're only doing like one lineage. We will teach you so many different lineages and ways of working that you really understand natural law and natural time, and how to apply it to your own life. So, but maybe it's not just yet. Maybe it's later in 2019. I don't know. I know that I'm pretty booked up until May 2019. So, So anyway, we love you guys. It's been so beautiful. We knew something big was happening. We knew it had to happen. And when we align with natural law, natural time, put our intentions together, and when our higher selves guide us in this way, it is the most beautiful thing. And I'm so touched by it. And, just my heart is very open and waiting for more. And I really look forward to having some physical engagement with some of you in the next few months. So happy integration, dear ones. May the lotus always be with you, and I hope this course stays with you and grows with you in the days and weeks to come, and huge blessings for the rest of your journey. Ciao, ciao. O Mateo.